if in lockdown we effectively can't do the farming at one end of the spectrum, or the processing or the transporting and shipping across the world, then we can see a time in a few months ahead where there might be real supply limitations. What people will appreciate is both a lack of diversity but also increase in prices. As countries are looking further ahead, they're also starting to think about, well, how do we ensure our food supply in a few months' time for our people? And one of the great temptations for countries at that time is to say, well, we're not going to let food leave our borders and go onto the international market. But what we have learned from the last two food price spikes in 2007-8 and 10-11 is that when countries start doing that, the market perceives that there's going to be a shortfall in food, prices go up, so more countries say, hey, we won't be able to get our food, and put in place more export bans and so on. And the worrying thing is that we can already see some moves in this direction. Kazakhstan, for example, who's a wheat exporter, has decided not to export wheat. Serbia has decided not to export some of its produce. So as the epidemic sweeps through Latin America and Sub-Saharan Africa, which it's almost certain to do, firstly, particularly in Sub-Saharan Africa, labour availability on markets for production, for agriculture will go down, food production will be curtailed, and of course many Sub-Saharan countries are also import dependent. So if in the north food prices are going up and we're scrabbling around for food, for our own markets and our own domestic needs, then there's a kind of double whammy that's possible for the developing world. To stop the situation getting worse, we need much stronger international cooperation to keep the free flow of trade flowing. I would love to see the G20 come out with a strong statement about keeping supply lines open, reducing export bans. But unfortunately, we're living in an environment where countries seem to be competing with each other much more than they're cooperating with each other, and there isn't a lot of impetus for global cooperation.